Well, to no one's surprise, Coach, it is a snowy afternoon in upstate New York as you get a peek at New Era Field in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
They can't hang with us.
On first down, Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I got you, boy.
Check 4, check 4.
He's coming. Man, 80. We got double up, double up.
Here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right, that run after catch.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Allen going to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go, let's calm down.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Check 52.
Monday. Half 85, half 85.
On second and 11 now. Allen. This is Yeldon on the dump off. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
51. 51's the mic. Hey, here we go.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. and somehow incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
It'll continue to be interesting in these wet conditions how these kickers fare, but first test, passed.
And how about how the special teams unit handled that? A lot of concentration to make sure the ball didn't slip through his fingers. After the snap, got it down and let him pop it through the posts.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hey, Haywood! Watch the out, watch the
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Kill! Yeah! Yeah, let's go! Come talking now, what?
Hey, watch.
180!
Check Mike 54. Mike 50.
56, 56.
61. Matchbox lights.
Check safety, check safety!
What's that?
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Let's go, baby! We turn over. Let's get that ball!
From the gun, it's Allen. And this one complete to Reed. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. 3 down.
Red 80.
Check 50. Check 13. Check 13.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Let's go.
Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another first and 10.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On second and a couple, Darnold setting up the screen for Miller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, and then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Slam. X3, 218, chopper. Red 80.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Let him know.
Hey, orbit.
58's Mike. 58's Mike.
Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Let's go.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9. Here's Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. Second and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell.
65.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
That's where you belong.
No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal.
Check 99.
They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. The kick by Maher is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
We got this.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman in the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Jordan Reed has it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Right here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Allen going to back away and call a timeout, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
57, Mike 57.
Go. I got motion. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do
I
it.
spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Darnold on first down. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Marr is good. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Come off the ball hard.
Operating from the gun, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim.
Come on now, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Bell. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
On 2nd and 11 now, Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Mike 54. In your face.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. Avery Williamson, the Jets' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming.
51's Mike. Mike 51.
Wild Bill.
51.
Here's Allen to throw it.
Back for the offense. Let's go.
Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Let's go.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds, because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They will run with Singletary. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
He's checking.
They go right back to Singletary. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
What we got?
Allen now operating from the gun. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Nice job, bro.
Stephon Diggs. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
Let's go.
They have, by the way, gone to the third quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. And that one all Packers right now. They've scored again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Bound to lose one.
They'll go again with Bell. What a spin. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Mike 50.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. By the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. Overall, second leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. In fact, his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends in the league a season ago. Now a first down carry by Bell. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Go, 80. 50. All day, punt. Red 80.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
From the 30 on second down, Darnold airing one out for Crowder. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Hey, Delta.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
We're going to start.
Mike 58. 58's Mike.
You.
A first down throw, Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
On second down, it's Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
It's a party now. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check. Fresno. It's it.
Again, it's Bell. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it at least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Let's go.
Right here.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute, and he's into the clear. He's at the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Nice touchdown, baby.
Devin Singletary. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, They're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support, but you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, let's get in there. Let's get in there,
Now Darnold. And this is taken him one-handed. What a catch.
Come on now.
14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. Darnold now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
58 to Mike, 58.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. They'll find Miller. That's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
58, right over there.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, Charlie.
Again, Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Switch up. Buzz.
On 1st down, Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Darnold completes it. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. All day, just like that. Just like that.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Herndon, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation, with your offensive unit and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Singletary again. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
SOS.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Check 37. Check 24. Check 24.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Singletary on the toss play. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Now Allen. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43.
Hey, 57. Mike 57. Check.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.
Blue Dan.